I've invested in this bad boy. This is from British Gypsum and it's called Habito board. You don't have to score the back of the board, you literally just snap it off. Joe is now a fully fledged plasterer's labourer. I'm just going to say good morning YouTube this morning because we've run out of languages. If you know any other languages that we should say good morning in, please put them in the comments below and I will happily accommodate. So, good morning YouTube and welcome along to another day on site. Today we're going to be plastering, we're going to start boarding. Joe is also going to be on trowel duty today.
Day one on trowel.
Day one of apprenticeship in trowel.
I'll just be mixing her.
Yeah, you will, but still. It's all part of the process. As everybody knows, you start in any trade, you start at the bottom and work your way up. So that is an integral part, is learning how to mix stuff properly. So Joe will be learning that. Right, so we're going to start basically boarding from this point here and work our way around and get the room boarded. Once it's all boarded, we will then start skimming it and get this room wrapped up completely and then just basically work our way through. Pete is just basically adding some fillet strips in here because we had to do a bit of moving around of everything. We knew this already, we were going to be slightly different in this floor and that floor there. So Pete is just getting all these trimmed down basically to run in line with our existing ceilings through here, so everything will run through nicely. And then he's also going to get in here, we've got some timbers to come across from the webbing of the steel on top of that wall plate, insulation in between our rafters there as well, and then get all this nicely insulated and that's ready to go. So our ceiling will just carry straight through to this point here. We've got to put a stud work on this wall to take our pocket doors. If you remember, we've got pocket doors that are going in here, so we're going to be studding down this area to the height of the pocket doors, and then the whole wall will be brought out then obviously to match in. The system is set for a 4-inch timber, so we're going to be planting a 4-inch timber on the rest of this wall to bring it all out, and then we'll probably end up bringing it through flush with this wall as well, so the whole thing all the way through is just one flat wall with those doors completely hidden inside.
John's got a new toy.
Yeah, I have. And it's one I can show on camera for a change. So, if you've been watching our channel for long, you will know that I am an advocate of makita tools. Somebody else that might be in the background, he's just over there, likes DeWalt. And Tony is a Festool man. We did have a few Festool chop saws. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think they're great on site because they need to be plugged directly into a transformer. Plug them into a lead, they seem to be a bit underpowered to me. While they're away getting fixed, I've invested in this bad boy, the new Makita LS1 219L. So it's basically a sliding compound miter saw and it's got a 12-inch blade, 305mm blade on it. So it's a bit of a beast and I'm well looking forward to using this. And basically I'm going to use it then for a month or so, and then I'm going to finish this video and give you a bit of a review on what I think and what everybody else thinks on how well this performs. So we've started in the corner there, like I said, we've got this all dabbed around. You can see we've used some fireboard up here as well, just because there is a little tiny bit poking through of steel up in that corner. So that's all perfectly acceptable what we've done there. We've also got solid beads through here and through here to obviously protect against any additional fire coming up. So that is all safe and sound. Right, onto these walls here. So we're gonna have kitchen units, which are gonna run all the way across there and all the way across there. And then obviously there's going to be some wall units as well. The extractor hoods are going to be there, and then there's going to be a couple of wall units across there as well. So what we're going to use on these walls is this. You may or may not have seen this before. This is from British Gypsum and it's called Habito board. What makes this board so special is that it is basically like ply, pretty much. You can screw directly into this. You don't need any fixings whatsoever. You literally just use a number 5 wood screw with a single thread on it and just screw straight in. So long as the screw is sticking, I believe it's 8mm out the back of the board, then this is good for 15 kilos per fixing. So it's absolutely brilliant bit of kit. to use in areas such as this. So we'll get 4 fixings in each cabinet, and that is a total then of 60 kilograms of weight that you can put in a cabinet, which is more than enough. You know, you're not going to fill that with, you know, that's basically me sat on some fixings on the plasterboard. It's brilliant. What I'm going to do is put solid beads of dabs where the units will be fixed, and also where the floor units will be fixed as well, the base units. So we've got nice solid dabs, so the board's not got any flex in it at all. So we'll screw through the board into the dab. It's going to be absolutely solid. It's really easy to cut as well. You literally just score it like you would a normal plasterboard, push it back like you would, and then just pull it up and snap it. You don't have to score the back of the board, you literally just snap it off. It's called their score and snap system. It's really effective. Obviously saves you the time having to cut the back of the board and whatever. Obviously over one board it's not much difference, but when you're cutting a lot of boards it all adds up. So yeah, we're gonna get this wall cut out now, get this wall cut, and then get it stuck on. Good morning guys, and welcome along to another day on site. So yesterday we smashed that little area right over there. Today we're going to start over this side. There is a reason for that. The reason being we're going to knock this little nib off here that runs across there and across there, because there's a very small section of brickwork which will affect the whole of this wall. If I have to dab over that, I'm basically going to have to bring all my dabs out past this point. So it's a lot of dab that's going to be used on there, and we don't need to. So for the half-hour work it's going to be to knock this off, definitely worth doing. So that's why I'm leaving that and not working my way around the room as I would normally. So I'm just going to start over here, get all this area wrapped up today. We've got a bit of stud work to put in here as well. Joe's just changing a plug. Yes, mate. Yeah. And Joe is now a fully fledged plasterer's labourer. He's basically mastered it within one day. Yeah. He's a pro. This is going to be on like what, episode 24, something like that. I'll remember it well. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be training Joe up in the art of trowel. He seems to be taking to it well so far.
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's going good.
Good. We'll keep you updated on Joe's progress. Right, let's get our wall cut and get it stuck on. Let's do this, Joe. Yeah. So guys, that is it. That is the end of another day. We've smashed through it today, so we're all done all the way over there. Basically all the walls are dabbed apart from this one, which the boards are all cut. They're down there. We just had to wait for the sparky to turn up just to make sure that everything was in the right position here, which it is, so that is good. So first thing in the morning, Joe is going to get on the buckets. Joe loves mixing, don't you, Joe? What? What?
Huh? I love what?
Loves mixing.
I do love mixing.
He loves it. And I don't know if it was on camera. I think you were on camera earlier when you touched the trowel.
Oh, maybe.
Yes. We witnessed it. Exactly. We'll get all this dabbed on tomorrow. Hopefully start getting the beads on, and then a couple of us are in on Saturday.
No.
No?
No.
Pete's going glamping.
Yeah.
Yes, Pete.
Yeah, I've got a life.
Little disclaimer, I normally do not work Saturdays because I also have a life, but just want to make sure this job is pushed on and we can smash through it as quick as possible, because we've got Greg coming, probably 4 weeks. So I just want to make sure everything is wrapped up for him. All down here is done, completely done. because we don't want to upset Greg now, do we, Greg? Hey, I know you're watching this and I know you don't want to be upset. So yeah, that is it. I'm babbling now. Need to go take the cameras to the office so you guys can watch this exact video right now. Good morning, guys, and welcome along to another day on site. I'm not going to show what's happened, don't worry. So today we're going to carry on plastering internally. Like I mentioned yesterday, we've got all these boards cut. Joe is just making a mix over there.
Not making a mess.
Nothing's happened. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Yes, we will get all this wall boarded and then we can start getting beaded and prepped up ready for skim, which is a massive, monumental step forward. Will is in the house today. He is going to be up on the roof. Morning, Will.
Morning, guys. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Fry Up Friday.
Fry up.
Yes, yes. Will is going to be cracking on with the dormer, getting all this tiled in. Again, it's going to be another great step forward to get all this done. It will be nice. So we'll set up a time lapse and let Will work his magic, show you his magic. You might even do a little bit of talking maybe later. Maybe.
Could have a little go. I ain't done a bit of tile lagging for a few years, so.
So maybe not.
Well, we'll have some fun, mate.
Yeah.
So, shouldn't take too long to get back into the swing of things.
It's like riding a bike, isn't it?
It is, mate. Oh, do you know what? I'll watch a video on YouTube.
We all know that's a good thing to do, watching videos on YouTube.
That's right, mate.
Yes. Will's going to do this. We're going to do plastering. Alex is also here. Alex, as you know, has basically built this whole extension on his own, haven't you, Alex?
I have, mate.
You have. So he's got one last job to do, and then that's it. He's done. Basically, there's a window just there, which we've got to put a lintel in above. Well, I say we, Alex has got to put a lintel in because they're basically just resting on top of the window. The bricks are. All the windows are being changed, so we need to put a lintel in above that. Same as we've done with all the other windows, just a lintel above the top just to keep everything nice and safe. And then when the new window goes in, the frame isn't actually supporting anything. It's relying on the lintel, which is how it should be. Joe is mixing, which is my sign to go downstairs, get my tools ready and start smashing this. Happy Friday, let's get it on. So the last wall is now complete. Next up, we're going to get all the beads on. So what we're going to do, just stick these on. Corners are solid filled, as you've seen, because we make sure that I dab right to the edges here, and then when I come this side, fill that back in, and then dab right to that again. So these corners are fully solid, so we could nail into them, but I prefer just to dab them on or use a bit of skim or whatever and just stick these on. So what we're going to do, we're just going to prime these edges up. We've got some GypPrime. We're just going to give them a little coat there, because if we don't, what will happen is as soon as you put the adhesive on there, it will literally just dry straight up. I'll give you a little demonstration, shall I? Here we go. Get that on there, and you can see straight away that it's dry. So what will happen is we put our dab on that, then we try and tap the bead back. You're just going to end up with solid lumps, and your bead's not going to go back fully. So if you put GypPrime on there, it just takes the suction out of it, and it just gives you a bit more time to play. Make sure they're nice and level. All we need to do is basically just get them flat to this board, because these boards are level anyway. Obviously they're level. I dabbed them, they're going to be level. So yeah, just get the beads on there, get some tape on maybe. I might leave tape until the morning because although tape is sticky, it does tend to fall off if you leave it on there too long. So we'll get some of the taping done maybe, stick it on with a bit of dab. But yeah, basically just more prep work, and then tomorrow we're gonna start skimming. Yes, Joe! Joe is trowel-tastic. He's basically Anakin Skywalker. He's come over from the light side of chippy to the dark side of plastering. Before we become too slanderous to any other trades, I'm gonna stop right there and carry on with some work. So guys, that is it. That's the end of another day. All the beads are on, ready. We're beaded up there. We're beaded around all the windows and everything as well. We're prepped and ready with Joe's mixing area. Gonna be mixing some skim up tomorrow, Joe. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Basically, we can come in here tomorrow, hit the ground running, get these ceilings on, these lower ceilings first. What I'm gonna do is get all this area skimmed where I can. There's obviously bits I can't skim down here for reasons like we haven't got a window in there. So I'll just be leaving these two cheeks there and there. And this wall and that wall will be left, but everything else can be skimmed up. So yeah, I'm gonna get the lower stuff done first, and then we'll set up our G-deck in here. And then I'll get this bad boy on. This big old beast in here, get that on as well. Will has smashed it up there. He's got all his battens on. Alex has made good progress with the window up there. He hasn't managed to get the lintel in today because he's had a bit of a mission trying to get the old window out, but that is ready to hit the ground running on Monday. So he'll get that lintel swapped over and that will be all good, ready for the windows to be fitted. We're off, it's Friday, but really it's Thursday, isn't it?
Thursday.
Yeah, it's basically Thursday, yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't feel like we're actually working on Saturday. But we are going to have a dirty burger tomorrow.
Yeah, Libertine.
Libertine burger. If you know, you know. If you don't, you should do because you're missing out. Unlucky. It's the end of the day. Goodbye.